morning routine. Someone He's not very happy. He's crying because he wants me to go feed him downstairs. Yes. Oh my god. Yes, I know. Good morning. He's not supposed to be a part of this morning. So this is my morning routine. It is a Sunday morning, so it's a little bit atypical because I normally don't actually get ready and I don't have events. Today is the one day a week that I have a rest day from training. So right now I'm actually prepping for a bikini competition pageant, fitness pageant. I'm competing for the WBFF Bikini Diva Amateur class and the fitness class in 3 weeks from yesterday. So I'm like 21 days away from my competition. Sundays, I have actually 2 rest days a week, but the way that things happened this week, I only get 1 rest day because I took an extra rest day last week. I'll show you what I mean. So after I finish journaling, my cycle of my morning routine, normally I'm already ready in the morning. So you saw kind of an atypical morning routine, but I just wanted to show you guys something that I have time to film. So what happens during the week, this normally starts at 5 a.m. I get all of that done in an hour, so it's the same thing. Wake up, skincare routine, go get a workout outfit. Instead of doing makeup, I would normally just get my outfit and then come downstairs, make my breakfast, journal, eat my breakfast, and then head out the door. So that's the cycle of the morning routine. Start my morning getting steps in, getting my first workout done of the day, and then I start work. So on Mondays and Thursdays, that routine is traveling to Lenexa to go to work, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, then I come back home and start working in my upstairs office / makeup room. If you guys just saw, I've been kind of changing it. So that is my office, but it's also going to be, it's my office, content, makeup, posing room, studio. So it's everything that I need to get done upstairs. So I'm slowly adding to it. So I'm just finishing journaling right now. And now we're kind of going into more of a day in the life of the vlog. Right now it's 9:25. I have a bridal shower too. That's why I'm getting ready. So one of my best friends from high school is getting married next month and I'm in her wedding. So we went to her bachelorette party couple weeks ago, and now today we're doing a bridal shower. So I have a little gift for her. I need to wrap that gift up. I also need a meal prep. I don't really have a lot of time to meal prep today. So when I am out of time to meal prep, what I'm going to do is crock pot. So I don't really have time to cook 6 pounds of chicken, but the crock pot does. So I'm going to put, 6 pounds of chicken in a crock pot, set it on high. So when I leave to go to this bridal shower for a couple hours, when I come back, that chicken is going to be fully cooked, ready to get shredded, and then I just have to divide it out. I've been super lazy with my meal preps lately because I just don't have time to spend 3 hours meal prepping. So this week's vegetables, I have frozen vegetables again, which I actually really like frozen vegetables. So frozen vegetables, they cook within 5 minutes. They're still just as good for you. Some people think they're gross. My mom thinks they're gross, but I like them. So we're gonna do frozen vegetables. For vegetables, I always make my breakfast fresh every morning, so it's still egg whites, but I did add red peppers again because I love red peppers. So egg whites, red peppers, spinach for breakfast every single morning. Then I have some type of carbs. Carb sources are pretty clean right now. I threw a little bit of blueberries, but I'll either have rice cakes, oats, cream of rice, or rice. I'm 3 weeks out, so it's kind of basic until we get to the show. That's what I'm having. And then for protein powder, I just have a scoop of protein powder and a cup of almond milk, and those are sitting in my freezer for my Ninja Creamy, which is back there. So I have protein ice cream after my workouts every single day, and it's so good, so good. And then after that, my meals are normally 4 ounces of chicken, 1 cup of vegetables, and I do breakfast, and then meal 2, meal 3, and then dinner is meal 4. So I typically have 4 or 5 meals a day. Right now my calories are pretty low, so make sure you guys stay tuned to this channel so you can actually see deeper in the off season later this year when my calories are reversed and higher, and we can have a little bit more fun with my diet. But this is just a look into a morning routine. So this morning routine, I got a lot of inspiration from this, from stuff that I already did, but I started to take out stuff that was taking up time. So if you're watching this and it's not realistic for you, that's okay. Everyone's morning routine is gonna be different for your goals, for your house, apartment, what time you wake up, it's all gonna be different. But for the majority of a morning routine, it should be the same every single day. That's why it's a routine. So you shouldn't have different routines. Even if you wake up later, then your just morning routine starts a little bit later, and you might just do it later. So I used to have morning routines for days on the weekends. I would have a morning routine on days when I'd go into work. I'd have morning routines when I was not going into the office, and it just wasn't working for me. So it's really simple. Just do the same thing every single day. It's been helping me like make sure I get all of these different tasks done. Like in a prep, there's so many different things to get done. Water, steps. So if you're dieting or if you have a big goal or whatever it is, there's just so many things that you need to get done. But if you do them in all different orders, you're gonna forget sometimes. So write it down. Writing things down and journaling. I've been doing this for I think a week straight every single morning. Just helps kind of brain dump everything that you're holding on to. You can just talk to yourself, any emotions that you're experiencing, any worries, stresses. It kind of focuses me for the day. I normally start with, okay, what's on the schedule? So I can look at my phone just of what all is coming up for the day, so I don't miss anything. So I know mentally, okay, I got a workout, I got posing, or I have work, I have these calls, I got reports due or something, or events. And then I also start with like gratitude. Today's gratitude list was a people gratitude list. So I just started writing people that I was grateful for, and just any person that I could remember and think of at the top of my head, just started writing names, just names, just anyone that I was grateful for. So that helped. That was a fun one. And then I wrote my goals. I think I write my goals somehow in my journal every single day. So right now it's earn WBFF Bikini Diva Pro Card in 3 weeks. And then not only writing that goal, but then 3 things that I can do to help get me there today. And that was nail my diet, meal prep my food, and what else was it? Practice my posing consistently. And then, okay, so it was 4 things. Then start to prepare. So I'm gonna actually start packing early. If you guys have seen past vlogs, you know that I wait till the last minute. Normally for most shows, I don't pack until the day before. Sometimes I don't finish packing until the morning of the flight. That's not gonna work for this show because there's so many outfit changes. There's so many items that I need to compete because I have a gown and I have different shoes and accessories and suit, and I have to make sure my hair and makeup is done. So I need my makeup. I need my hair products. I need robes. I need tanning stuff. I just need to look very professional, and planning. Everything needs to be planned. So I'm gonna start planning a packing list. I actually keep a packing list in my notes for all the NPC shows that I did, because everything is a cycle. And like, so you shouldn't really be doing things twice. So if you ever wrote one packing list, just save it. Like your notes section on your phone, save things like grocery lists. Usually they're the same thing every single week. So I just kind of keep it and then just change it every single week, right? Like you shouldn't be doing the same thing twice. So if you find yourself doing the same thing twice, and that leads us back to habit tracking, habit stacking, okay? This is something that I'm very passionate about. So habit stacking, if you want to start a new habit, so for me, it was journaling. Do it with something that you're already doing. And so that for me is, or where you're in the same location at the same time, it was eat breakfast and journal, that together. So eat breakfast, journal is together. So it's a habit. I never ever miss breakfast. So now I never ever miss journaling, because when I sit down to eat breakfast, I have my journal there with me. So I don't get up from the table until I've done at least 10 minutes of journaling. It doesn't have to be a long time. Sometimes it's just as simple as like preparing and like just doing it. I think the hardest part about starting a new habit is just doing it. So for me, the hardest part about journaling was picking up my journal and starting to journal. But now that I've done it, at first I'm like, oh, I don't know what I should write. But I looked up prompts, and I always date it. And then I just kind of started. I looked up how to journal, and I watched a YouTube video about journaling prompts. And sometimes if I don't know what to journal, I'll just look up a question, like a journaling prompt, and then that helps me get started. But now I kind of know what I like to journal about. And I always try to do some type of self-improvement, or if there's anything like lessons learned, that's a big thing. So every morning I have my lessons learned page, and it's one sentence summary about the previous day's learnings. So what did I learn yesterday, and write it in one sentence. So I like that because it kind of summarizes anything that I learned yesterday. So then I can kind of read through my list. That's fun. I like goals, gratitude, nothing negative. Anything negative, if you have anything negative in your journal, you have to make sure you end with something positive. So if you have like weird feelings and you want to like talk about like feelings or something, like, oh, I don't think I'm good enough or something like that, and then stop that, like write it and get it out of your brain. And then on the opposite side or somewhere, just be like, well, why am I feeling that? Or how can I not feel that? Or like, what's the positive side to it, or something like that. So always keep your journal positive, because what you write is what you're thinking, and the more positive things that you can write, it just helps everything. But anyway, okay, so that's habit stacking. And then habit tracking. So before you can have a good morning routine, you have to figure out, what is your current routine? So no matter what, even if you're like, oh my God, I don't have a morning routine, yes, you do. You do something every single day, whether you are aware of it or not, consistently. And it could be just a few things, right? Eating breakfast every single morning. Most people do that. Or not eating breakfast, that's a habit. Drinking water, that's a habit. Going to the bathroom, that's a habit. So just being aware and then just writing it down. So how I started this routine journey is one morning I was like, okay, I want to be really efficient and I don't want to waste any time. So I opened up my notes app on my iPhone and I just started writing every single thing down with the timestamp of when it was occurring. So like 5 a.m. I wrote 5 a.m. alarm went off, and then 5:09 slept in. And then I realized, I was like, okay, I'm letting 9 minutes go to waste. Then the next morning I was aware of that, and I was like, okay, so before I went to bed, I was like, I'm not gonna waste 9 minutes, so I'm not allowing myself to hit snooze. And then the next morning I was like, 5 a.m., wake up, do not hit snooze. So then I earned 9 minutes back, and my routine was faster. So I've always tried to get faster and faster and faster and be more efficient with it. So if you're wasting any time, I was wasting a lot of time on social media. So instead of journaling, I was sitting here scrolling through like TikTok in the morning for like an hour, and then it was rushing my day, and I didn't like that. So now I don't even really use my phone until after I've journaled and after I get my workout done. So any text or anything like that, nothing is really that important unless it's like an emergency. So I briefly look and see if there's anything on there. I don't open social media. I don't open social media the first thing in the morning. It's so bad for your brain if you open up social media first thing in the morning, because it's like the zombie scroll. You get roped into it, then I don't know, it's just a lot of wasted time. So I use my phone for timing, writing things down, and I have alarms set too. So at you know, 15 minutes before I'm supposed to leave for the gym, it goes off and it's just a reminder of like, hey, you need to get ready to go to the gym. Or it's like a couple of times I have alarms going off throughout the day of eat your meal 1 at this time, eat your meal 2 at this time, eat your meal 4. And I've had that on my phone for a long time. So I always eat at the same time every single day, pretty much. I always try to wake up at 5 a.m., try to get to the gym, leave by 6 so I can get there by 6:07. I just started tracking things, so then I know how long it takes me to do stuff. But just write down. So it's like even something like turning on the lights, how long does that take you? Going to the bathroom, how long does that take you? Washing face, how long does that take you? Or how long do you want it to take you? And then really like look at your list and be like, okay, is there anything that I can do to make this more efficient? And what I did, if you guys saw, I used to have shit in my bathroom, literally everywhere. So I would waste time looking for products that I needed for my skincare routine. So a lot of times I would just skip my skincare routine in the morning because I couldn't find the products. So no, I organized it. So being more organized is gonna help you save time. And then also, what else? I was spending a lot of time looking for an outfit to wear to the gym. You kind of see there was still clothes on my bed this morning, which I'll get to that later. But I started putting my clothes away a little bit more efficiently, so that way I don't have to waste time sorting through piles of laundry looking for an outfit to wear. And a lot of times what I will do to have a successful morning routine, it's gonna start the night before. So the night before, if you can prepare things ahead of time, like honestly, I didn't have that ready today, but I need to. So like have your pan out, have your silverware out, have your bowl out, have everything ready, have your journal ready, sitting there for you. So you could literally just wake up and it's like, oh, I'm gonna have a good day because I was prepared to have a good day. You have your outfit picked out already, so you don't have to use any brain power. You just go upstairs and you just like get it done. And like same thing, like all your products are nice. When things are nice and organized, like it's the feeling that when you go to a hotel and it's like completely clean, there's something about it that you're just like, ooh, this feels nice. So when you go into a room that you left for yourself to come back to, and it's like, ooh, this is nice, ooh, and it just makes you want to be productive. So that is my advice to you guys to nailing a solid morning routine is first off, being aware of negative habits or bad habits that you want to break, and then just being consistent about it. Journal about these habits. How are you going to get it done? What else could you do to have a better routine? What do you want to add? You know, when you think about habits, you can't think about them every single day. It's so easy to skip a habit. So easy to skip skincare. It's so easy to skip journaling because you don't think it's important. But think about the reverse. If I don't do this for 50 years straight, what is going to be the outcome, and do you want to be that person in the future? So your habits, and through discipline and through habits and routine, that is going to help you goal set. That is going to help you be a better person tomorrow. It kind of sucks because it's not like fun, like being disciplined with diet and routine and stuff like that. It's not very fun, but it does make life so much easier when you have a routine that you can follow and you can stick to. So that is my advice to you. I hope you guys found this morning routine video helpful. If you want to see my nighttime routine, please drop a comment below. Don't forget to like and make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any more videos from me. And what about your guys' morning routine? Is there anything that maybe I don't do in the morning that you guys do that you want to share? I want to know your hacks. I want to know your productivity hacks for having a consistent morning routine, or any time-saving things that you do for yourself to have an amazing day. Bye. My name is Savannah, and I will see you next time.